Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody.
Great morning, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Hello, dear. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All is well in the kingdom. All is well in the kingdom.
So you know my scary movie that you hate so much that I didn't get to go see this weekend? Well, it was top at the box office.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
I seen a lot of rhetoric, though. I seen a lot of rhetoric. Saw a lot of rhetoric. Saw a lot of people said, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. I saw Rob Webb say it was terrible. And Rob is one of those.
He said it was terrible?
He said terrible. He said terrible.
Oh, no.
And Rob is one of those guys who stay at that sci-fi type place. So he said it was terrible. Big shouts out to DJ Rosto, representing Roanoke down in Atlanta. I'm loving our connections all across, I'll say the eastern seaboard right there, but also kind of extending out to over in Cali and stuff. So big shouts to everybody who tunes in each morning. They coming up in the room already. We're excited about it. So you know what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and
like.
That's right.
And share.
And as y'all know, you got to do it now because she asked. Had I asked, I know you probably wouldn't have.
Oh, really?
But I'm sneaking a peek real fast because I'm going to show y'all this. I'm going to go ahead and tell you about what's happening real fast. Y'all already know this because you've seen it kind of subtly, appear on the Instagram timeline or something before. But yesterday, I got to say, because we don't talk sports mainly on here. My lovely co-host, she's a fashion.
So are you going to let us know that the Eagles lost?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Say that again.
Really going to tell us?
Say it one more time. What do you mean? Say that. Did you say it? What did you say? Say that again.
I already know.
What happened?
The Eagles lost.
What do you mean? So what happened is the Eagles did lose yesterday. Unfortunate for my love, because she's an Eagles fan. Grew up, Pops, Philly guy, and all the things like that. They love that thing. However, what I do think happened yesterday, we saw that Cam really means it this year. Keep pounding. It is going to happen this year. Go. What? What is it? Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Why would we do that?
Because I'm an Eagles fan. So just boo. I don't even want to hear it.
That don't even make sense. But we do know that Carolina will be. Listen, Cam showed it because I was really starting to get frustrated with Cam because he was not able. I'm really bothered by the secondary. Always letting teams score on them in the fourth quarter. But Cam has not been able to produce, but they came and got 3 back-to-back touchdowns when they needed. Cam, I'm behind you, baby. I'm with you. Let's go. We coming down there real soon. To check out some of these games in the last part of the year. But it looked good. Some other fans that's around here, because I think people don't realize, that's why we're grateful to have our connection with El Michelle. She did another great show on Thursday. Our Charlotte affiliate, man, doing her thing, is that it's just as close as for all these Redskins fans who are here, because Redskins had a good day yesterday too, though.
I heard. Shout out to the Redskins.
Bernard Bernard was on y'all yesterday. For all y'all Dallas fans, Bernard was on y'all. He had the whole Redskins jump there. Then he said he was coming out with the Redskins motorcade. That's when I knew we went too far. I was like, yo, man. But some people went up there to the game and stuff like that, man. So we're just good. I'm happy to see the city as they coming up in here. Good morning to Ayana Bless Jones.
Think about those Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
They're loyal no matter what.
Yeah.
They're very loyal to the Cowboys.
And I understand that. I totally get that. And that's good. Even when
they lose, they still stick by them. They don't switch up. They don't go to other teams and
that
good stuff.
I think that rivalry kind of made me make the decision that I did as a young guy because, rivalries was big. You played, I took the city serious. You had Wilmot, you had all these different teams, you had inner city, all these things like that. And I guess I was learning, NFL, but didn't even realize that. So the whole Dallas Redskins thing that went here made me say, I want a different team. I don't want neither one of these teams. I don't want to be a Dallas fan. I don't want to be a Redskins fan. So I was liking the Miami Dolphins. I was a Dolphins fan. Everybody knows me. I was a diehard Dolphins fan for 30 years, yo. I gave them 30 good years of my life. I even moved down there. I moved down to Miami and gave them my support, my love, my just gave it to them. Gave it let's do it.
You were also good friends with one of the players.
I was good friends with one of the homies that's from here. Big shouts out to John St. Clair, man. It's one thing to go to a Dolphins game, on Tommy Page's salary. It's another thing to go to a Dolphins game with John St. Clair, who played there. It's a whole different experience, man. It's a whole different bag of beans, man. But Yeah, so I did, but in that I see we couldn't make it to another level, so I had to depart from them. I moved on back towards Roanoke and said I could get to Charlotte better from being home with my family and stuff like that. Y'all see my story? This is my documentary right here. Hey,
Right.
Carter, did you see my documentary happening right here in front of us? Challenge my loyalty to the Star City Carolina Panthers, I must add, you know what I'm saying? And then found out that Cam was from Atlanta, and all that good stuff he do in Atlanta. And we got such a good fan base in Atlanta. Then going to Charlotte, got a lot of people from Roanoke and Charlotte. They said it only makes sense. And so now yesterday, against the Super Bowl champions Eagles, Cam and the Panthers.
Lucky shot, it was luck yesterday. It was luck.
Because
the Eagles were beating at first.
They was beating the brakes off us. I was really starting to get very mad.
Got lucky.
I was getting very mad, man. But listen, I am excited about. We have a big day today on Money Making Monday. It only makes sense to kind of see that this city, for where everybody I think before has said we don't have it here, man. I know that coming from those cities, you coming back from Jersey, Philly, and all that stuff, come back from. I'm seeing so much opportunity out here for everybody. There's so much space and so much, stuff, especially with the I just got the correction on. I was about to say technology corridor again, oh my gosh, why did I go blank? I guess I'm starting to get older. Innovation corridor. There you go. The innovation corridor, along with the enterprise zones and stuff that's down here, that's in our community, Gainesboro, that people have been operating out of. A lot of great energies coming. He's sitting down here to talk to us, man. Man, it's big. So we're gonna come back and take a couple breaks, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out these local businesses and stuff like that, and we'll be right back. All right.
Stay focused.
IMO Go Green is excited to offer free home energy assessment services to residents of the Lynchburg, Roanoke, and Martinsville areas. This is a limited time opportunity and will expire before the end of the year. Call today and IMO Go Green will come to your home, determine your energy saving needs, and install LED lights, shower heads, and aerators as required at absolutely no cost to you. Call IMO Go Green today for your free home energy assessment and get on track to energy savings. IMO Go Green, 434-222-4059.
I matter because I help people every day learn about their medications and their health, and I matter because I'm a human and every life matters.
Faith for a Cure has a fourfold mission rooted in the cure. We care about the cause. We unite people with people. We partner with researchers in order to provide the most current information for persons living with sickle cell anemia in order to educate and spread awareness about this disease. Learn more about sickle cell anemia at www.faithforacure.org.
The Bradley Free Clinic provides free, compassionate, and high-quality medical, dental, pharmaceutical, and preventative health care services for Roanoke Valley residents who lack the resources necessary to maintain their health and productivity using volunteer healthcare professionals. Check them out on their website at bradleyfreeclinic.com.
And we're back.
It's going down. We play the hottest music too, oh, by the way. Make sure you download the Focus Radio app, man, from Google Play, iOS App Store, man. We've been giving it to you streaming for the past 5 years. It's crazy. That birthday song, because he was talking, we didn't really get to hear that new Usher birthday. Insane. But man, it's entertainment and stuff like that we're excited about happening in the city, and a lot of great stuff that's going on. I've been very excited about being back home, and I'll tell you what inspired me a lot is when I came downtown and I saw Garland properties branded in some very nice places, and it just showed a forward progression. So hanging out with us here on the couch today, the man behind that thing as well, City Councilman Mr. John Garland. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Man.
Thanks for having me here.
The growth of downtown Roanoke is awesome. I mean, it's just nice to see it grow, because back in the 80s, it wasn't like that. So just to see the growth and everything, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, downtown was pretty much dead in the 80s, as you recall. And I say it's going from 2 to 2,000 in terms of people that live downtown.
Okay.
It's a pretty big transformation.
Absolutely.
Did we make sure we turn your mic on, sir? I'm sorry, I think it might be still on standby. I want to make sure, did we turn your mic on? Mr. Garland, did you turn your box on? I'm sorry. We'll make sure everybody here, everybody.
It's on now.
On now. All right, man. Like I said, but we are excited to be down here in Gainesboro because the city, I mean, knowing the history of Roanoke, period. You know, if you really look, a lot of times we overlook it because we just know the history like we've lived, and it was a tough time, but it's a good time. That's what I will say.
Right.
But when you really look at the prominence of what Roanoke has been and what it's done, and you start seeing that coming back to life, I really love, what you guys have done down there. What was the motivation behind that?
Well, I think the motivation started with the Higher Education Center, because that was kind of the first building that was done that used historic tax credits. And between the city and Virginia Tech and Norfolk Southern, they showed how you can utilize that benefit to make something change. And what I really hope for the city is to use the model that's occurred downtown and use it community-wide. So it's not, everything's going on downtown, it's good. We need to have things going on good in other communities as well, particularly Northwest and Southeast. So we need some of that love that's happened downtown to happen in other areas of the city.
Absolutely.
I love it because, oh, by the way, you have now kind of put your money where your mouth is. You've actually put a couple properties in Northwest. I think it's going to be very beneficial to the community. Loving the new project on 11th Street. Been seeing it come to inception. Because I really like art, and I love the young lady who did that piece out there. Big shouts out to Camila Love. I want to try to attract more artists to come down here and kind of light up our city, because our city is a very bright star in the Southwest corridor. A lot of great initiatives and stuff that's coming out. What are you excited about that's coming on for the city?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that 601 11th Street, right at the corner of 11th and Mormon, because I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about that because it used to be a community village. And I mentioned to you, I grew up in Northwest, and that was one of our community villages that I went to all the time because everything was there. Everything you needed was right down there. A grocery store, there was a Garland's drugstore, there was a hotel, electronic store, hardware, Northwest Hardware started on that street, a laundromat, churches, just about everything you needed right there. And it's not quite that way anymore. So, what I hope to do down there is to, not unlike the Higher Education Center, is to be a catalyst for good things down on 11th Street. So we can show how you can use some of those incentives that's available on 11th Street. Because 11th Street's an enterprise zone too. Then other people get on board and we can make it happen.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It takes the village.
That's right.
Village. And a lot of people don't know you went to William Fleming and graduated from there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I say my claim to fame is my graduating class also graduated Killer Mill.
It did. That was the 70s. So I was gonna say the first graduating class. I had thought, because Fleming is on Ferncliff. Yeah, the story starts off 3005 Ferncliff. That's all I'm gonna say. But William Fleming is up there on Ferncliff, and I was like 70. I thought that's what it was, but nope. Coach Killer Miller, which is lovely to see the field being named over there after him. So many great things in the city. But like I said, how was that?
We won a lot of games when we had Killer Miller on our team.
I bet.
But oh, by the way, so now since y'all opened up that box, where's our director? He's offset. Great. He also played. See, he gonna sneak up
here
there.
we
He
go.
gonna sneak up here. He also played at Wilson Road though. Let's make sure we go.
You want to go back there?
We don't want to talk about that. I mean, the city, this is what I will say about right there, and I love how you articulate it. If people get on board, I feel like we have the opportunities are there if we kind of took it. Like I saw this weekend, I saw the Wolverines, which is a travel football team, the inception of my good friend who I played against for the Wilmot Cowboys. That could have something to do with it too. For the Wilmot Cowboys, because I've never seen a little boy that big running over us and stuff like that. But anyway, now take them young men to have a program. Those kids had the stadium jumping. They got smoke. I'm in the both in the Northwest Fleming is feeling good, where I think where a lot of times we had to go to Victory Stadium, but now having that community stadium
Right
and stuff
there.
there right at the school, it's kind of getting me envious because I wish I could have played there. But I love to see the young kids doing what they're doing there.
Well, important things are community. I mean, we used to have community villages all over our city, and we had them in my neighborhood off Williamson Road too. And that's something that people don't realize about when we talk about like Henry Street. You know, Henry Street used to be very vibrant. Henry Street's not there now in the way it was, but it's the same thing with Williamson Road community villages too.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We used to have one called Airlie Court up near
That's right.
Crossroads. It's
Yeah.
not there at all anymore.
That's
We
true.
used to have one down at the corner of 10th Street in Williamson Road. It's not much. The buildings are there, but there's no Lee Theater there
Excellent. Right,
anymore.
right.
And
Yeah.
so we've got a lot of work to do to bring some of those community villages back to life and vibrant. And youth sports is very important for that. Youth sports is something that we need to continue to talk about, how we're going to make youth sports stronger, because it does have a lot of weaknesses now that we'd like to address and be able to promote that as much as we can, because what's better for kids
Yeah.
than not only youth sports but the mentoring that goes along with it.
Yeah, I think I'm in love we have this conversation because it's real. This is not something I sent him the questions and stuff. Well, this is a real conversation he was willing to come and have, which I will say that he did this as well down in 16th West and things like open up things. And let me just go ahead because I keep it real on my show. I was the only one of color down there for it. I was, at the time when and so, if he's willing to come out here and we got to all kind of work together, I think, in this thing, because this is what I will say though. It is happening. I'm no longer discouraged. I'm no longer discouraged that, that we should do more. It's so much that is taking place, the Go Fest and things like that, that just,
Well, Tommy, I'm glad to hear you say that because I don't always hear that from everybody.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of the other.
Yeah.
And we do have a lot of the other that needs to be addressed because everybody needs an opportunity.
Sure.
And that's what hasn't happened for everybody. And that's what I'd like to see the city be able to facilitate, is provide opportunities for everybody to be able to improve their situation.
Yeah, and I think as a group effort, because this has been happening. This is one thing I did
It is
hear.
a group effort.
In the midst of it, I've been hearing, right, and we've been at talks that you've had. I've been at, which another one's come up. I just signed up for it. You should be at it too, the Mayor Summit and things like that. And I heard the conversations. I even was there when the Feeding America project was being introduced at the Goodwill Building, and I heard the mayor voice, "Hey, the opportunities here pretty much for everybody if you get yourself in position." So that's no knock and things like that. It's just reality that now, to see those people who have been it, to see programs such as the Wolverines, now seeing Fly Codes, my other great friend that I played, who played for the Northwest Raiders, who was on the team, that we beat in the first Super Bowl. Yes, they beat us in the championship. I will say they beat us in the city championship, but we won the first Super Bowl. And now kind of leading the way. I'm loving to see the support because it really is a great energy. So I am encouraged sir, that you came down here to hang out with us and talk about it, that we're having these conversations. Like I said, anything that you really want to just say to us to kind of clear the air to like our audience. I'll just be honest, we do have a lot of people that checks in from other cities who are really from here, and sometimes the information that may go out could be, without, prejudice. So here's a chance where you might be able to say some things.
Well, I guess developer is not necessarily a bad word. Developer, it has a lot of positive things too, and developers don't necessarily just do it for the money, and development is a good thing for the community, and if applied correctly can have very positive change in the community. And again, I use that 601 11th Street as an example. We've got a group in there now. It's going to be led by Xavier Dunkett, who started Humble Hustle, who's also going to be integral in starting the Humble Hive, which I'm really excited about because it's a business opportunity. They're going to teach young people how to start businesses, how to do marketing plans, how to do plans to get their finances that they need, and really get educated. It's not kind of like what the mayor's doing this week with his business summit.
Right.
Continuation of doing that. And who would have thought we'd be able to do that on 11th Street?
Yeah.
In a place where it really needs it.
Yeah.
So to train people how to start new, small, local businesses and make them successful, just like you're doing in this building right here.
Yeah, that's why, because this is the time for it to educate. I think now, people misunderstand that the bigger picture that you guys handle from you all's position is citywide, and so that means maintenance of all areas. And so Northwest, I think, has been some challenged areas. I love that we have been able to, for 5 years now, not only be able to show capacity, because these are some other words I heard in those things, capacity of being able to get funding and get different grants and things like that. We can hear the words of grants and get, but we also got to hear the show capacity. Got to be able to show that you can be able to have people in place to show highest and best use of different facilities, and also be ahead of the technology by stream music, by now bringing business together and workforce that can generate income. So we welcome you to what we do down here at the Daily Grind, and hopefully we'll be able to all together now be able to keep the Star City moving forward as a collective unit and win the championship. Okay. Well, like I said, anything else you want to ask them, dear?
What exactly do you see happening and progressing in Roanoke within the next 5 years? What do you see?
Well, I've got this thing I call the 3 C's, which is communication, collaboration, and compromise. And I really feel like the more we as a community talk to one another and be able to collaborate together, because like you said, it takes a village. So if you do anything, the more people you can have involved with it, the more apt it's going to be successful. And I'm thinking of the Dumas Center right now. I'd really like the Dumas Center to be able to be what people want the Dumas Center to be. And I think it can get there, but it can only get there if we're collaborating with one another. And creating those bonds between people. The higher education center is all in that area now, and they're strong and they're healthy. Some allegiances between the higher education center and the Dumas Center, I think, will be a healthy thing, where you can share facilities and make things happen that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do.
New Focus is pretty strong in the Gainsborough area.
That's right.
We're pretty strong in and we do a lot of entertainment and stuff like that as well. So
that's what I'd love to see at the Dumas Center. How come I can't go see the Four Tops at the Dumas Center?
Well, we could. We could do that right now. I love the rawness of this interview right now. I'm glad we can, because New Focus can do all of that. Gotta go. But thank you, sir, for being here. Thanks for having the conversation.
Thank you.
Any last thoughts or any last shout outs we'd like to call them on here you want to say before we go?
Shout out. Let's work together to make the neighborhood a better place to live, and I'm looking forward to it.
Good deal.
Absolutely.
Good deal. Hey, thank y'all for checking in. We're gonna take a quick break. Be right back with more of the Daily Grind Show. Keep it locked.
My revenge may be bold and outspoken, my passion bare and understated, evidence of confusion on my lips. Regardless, it's me.
I matter because I help people every day learn about their medications and their health, and I matter because I'm a human and every life matters.
All right, we're back.
We're back. Hey, man, thank y'all who've been jumping up in the feed. That's what's up. I appreciate it. And since it's been so raw and so pure, I love it. My big brother, Scott Terry, came up in the feed. He said a couple posts, but he also said, and I want to send a big shout out to another Fleming Colonel who played quarterback, Sherman Lee Jr., man, for pulling off that New Hope Services here in Northwest. Something's definitely needed for mental health and things like that.
Absolutely.
And so grateful for them. But like you got that free advertisement, Scott. You see, we can put commercials up in here. Let me go ahead and let me help you that way, there, sir. I know you got it, dog. Let me help you that way. Let me help you that way. Go ahead.
I mean, that's what we do for other people.
That's what we do.
We should be doing it for them too.
We should be doing it for them too. Oh man,
absolutely.
Oh man, it's been a great week. We do appreciate all y'all who do come into this because that's what we're here for, man. We ain't here for no stuff. Everybody grown now, and I love the energy of so many people who are in the city coming together for common cause, man, and being able to now take that beyond Roanoke. Roanoke is a star, man.
Absolutely.
You made it that way, baby.
Stars are shining.
It was you, though. It was you. You came like, for real. There's a whole bunch of other stuff started and tried, but it was you. You coming back. It was, and she said, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. She said, this is like, so all y'all who go down follow the story. It was a post, man. Now, I chased this girl all my life and stuff like that through those years and things like that. But it was a post where she said she wanted to know about, something about getting back to Gainesboro.
I mean, this is my roots, like my mom's roots. So it's important to me to be able to do that.
Oh, we doing it, baby?
Absolutely.
We doing it.
Every day.
Every day on the daily grind, man. Every day on the daily grind. We gotta get ready to get up out of here. What you say to people when we get up out of here?
Shout out to Roanoke. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Jersey. And of course, if your birthday is today, happy birthday to you.
It's Tank's birthday. Boom, freaking boom. Boom, freaking boom. That's
happy birthday to Tank. I was just told it's your birthday.
And listen,
so happy birthday, Tank.
And so what we were supposed to do, they have a celebration after the Boom Boom win this weekend. Boom Boom got it in. And the initial celebration was supposed to be downtown, so we live downtown, so we walked downtown. And so they across town, we had date night. So we had date night. Big shout out to Fortunato. Great food, man. Great eateries downtown, man. Y'all come and experience Roanoke, man, like you want to. Don't experience Roanoke like we say it, like it's been. Let's experience Roanoke like we want to and have a good time doing it. Gotta get up out of here, man. I always love to leave you by saying that thing inside you, it's not a dream. It's your purpose. Set your sights on your targets, hit them, because the only one who can stop you is you. Once you truly start to believe in that thing and walk in your active faith, God will allow it to manifest. And I promise you, it's not something I heard. It's something we're living every day, and so grateful for it. We're on the broadcast live from the great city of Roanoke, Virginia, out to the world. It's the Daily Grind Show right on Focus Radio. We'll see you tomorrow, all right?
Until tomorrow, God bless.